Welcome to Brilliantly British. My name is Lawrence and today we're going to be sharing with you another creation of ours, namely a cheese and tomato crumble with a delicious basil custard. So as we show you how to make this delicious treat, please sit back, relax with a cup of tea in hand, putting your feet up to, and enjoy this episode. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Apple and rhubarb crumbles have made their appearances on the channel, and I think it's safe to say that they were stunning. Now, not being ones to rest on our laurels, on this occasion we'll be exploring the realms of creativity by showcasing another of our Brilliantly British creations. This is a Brilliantly British tomato crumble with a complimentary basil custard, a dish which we hope initiates a new wave of modern British cuisine. So now, with the introductions made and your interest peaking, please allow me to introduce the ingredients to you. For today's Brilliantly British tomato crumble, you will need some plain white flour, some heavy cream, some full-fat milk, some eggs, garlic, butter, some cheese. In this case, I'm going for an extra mature cheddar, an onion, cornflour, some demerara sugar, celery, some tomatoes, some tomato paste, some basil, and to avoid the occurrence of bland food, you will need a little pinch or two of salt and pepper. That's it for the making of today's Brilliantly British tomato crumble. But, please, before you get started, before you do anything at all, switch on your kettle, brew yourself a nice cup of hot tea so that you can sip on that whilst you bake. After a welcome sip of tea, in my food processor will go flour, diced butter, cheese and sugar, being combined shortly after to form a sand-like mixture. To the mixture, I'll gradually incorporate spoons of water, being careful to add just enough to form a dough. With the dough only just beginning to form, I prise the contents out, kneading gently thereafter. With a cohesive ball of dough in hand, place it into a floured container, then into your freezer for a few hours to freeze the dough completely. Moving on into a pan of melted butter, turn in onions, celery, spoons of tomato paste, a sprinkle of salt, and a dash of water, cooking the contents over a medium heat under a lid for 10 minutes. Using your spare time to browse through our content, making sure to like and subscribe. Thank you. With the onions now translucent and with little water remaining, turn in roughly chopped tomatoes, cooking the contents thereafter under a lid until the tomatoes disintegrate with signs of a thick tomato sauce beginning to manifest. At which point garlic should then be stirred in without allowing the wonderful aromas to go to waste, before covering the contents once again to cook and reduce further. Continue to cook the contents until able to hold a line, at which point a cornflour slurry should then be added, which should significantly thicken your sauce, giving it the perfect consistency, before following on by adding salt and pepper to taste, finishing with coarsely chopped tomatoes as well as your coarse brown sugar. Now, with the crumble filling prepared and with the dough now frozen, after a refreshing sip of tea, begin to preheat your oven before grating the dough on top of a lined baking sheet, spreading the gratings out evenly and baking until crunchy and light gold in color. In the meantime, turn the filling out into your dish of choice before settling down to relax with a deserved cup of tea as you enjoy more of our Brilliantly British content. Once ready, briefly admire the now baked crumble top, which you'll want to set aside for a moment as the custard is prepared. To prepare the custard, start by slowly heating a mixture of cream and milk, homogenizing egg yolks and cornflour in tandem without forgetting an all-important pinch of salt and pepper. With the yolks taken care of, pick off leaves of basil, placing them in a blender or a set-aside beaker. Once at the point of boiling, incrementally pour in the cream-milk mixture into your jug of egg yolks, stirring constantly to prevent curdling. Once combined, Pour the raw custard into your beaker of basil, blitz thoroughly, pouring the mixture into your pot via a sieve before delicately cooking over a medium-low heat while stirring constantly until the custard cooks and thickens. To serve, begin with your tomato filling, followed by your crumble, before pouring in your aromatic basil custard to finish. So now, with this dish complete and with your interest peaking, I think it's time for tasting, tasting, tasting. Are you ready? Are you steady? 3, 2, 1. What have we done? First and foremost, it's very easy to forget that a tomato is a fruit, and because it is a fruit means that it's versatile enough to do something like this with it. And what we have done here is nothing short of distinct, quirky for sure, because it will definitely raise some eyebrows when you put this in front of someone. But I assure you, the moment anyone who tries this tastes this dish, it will be an experience like no other. The tomato filling of this crumble is fruity, sweet, sour, wonderfully balanced. You've got a hint of pepper in there. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. Really, it is. The crumble really does have that wonderful crumbly texture. And then the basil custard rounding everything off. Look, you need to go out, get the ingredients to make this dish, because you've seen how simple, how easy it is. And my words will not ever do this dish justice. So please, please, please make this dish, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you all for allowing me to show you how to make a delicious cheese and tomato crumble with a fantastic basil custard. Knowing that you loved this episode, don't forget to click on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button so that you don't miss any of our new releases. Tell everyone you know, and I mean everyone that you know, about the Brilliantly British food on this channel, and follow us on all of the social media platforms that this channel is on, and I will see you